Hey y'all, it's Jeremy French, wildlife biologist with Southeastern Grasslands Initiative and Quail Forever here in Tennessee. I'm here with you today for another Wildflower of the Week. This week's Wildflower of the Week is Liatris spicata. Has a bunch of different common names, but look how beautiful this is. It gets these bright purple flowers that bloom almost like little tiny bottles. These plants can be anywhere from 1 foot to 5 feet tall. You can see has these really small leaves on it and just these gorgeous purple clusters of flowers. We actually have two plants here blooming right by side each other. Just a really unique and gorgeous flowers. Liatris are some of my favorite species of flowers. So there's tons of cool information about Liatris spicata that I love to share with you. If you see it behind me here, they'll actually bloom flowers from here to about there on them. And you can see it has these really small, thin leaves that spike out from them. And if we look back, all those are individual flower clusters that will bloom all the way down them. Really gorgeous plant. And they actually have a lot of really interesting facts and information on them. So this plant, Liatris spicata, occurs from about the Midwest all the way to the East Coast. I mean, it is a wonderful wildlife, especially pollinator species. Lots of butterflies, lots of bees. Really love this species. It's got that bright purple colors that attracts these guys from long ways away. The cool thing, or one of the cool things I should say, about this species is it actually has an obligate. And an obligate is a species that relies entirely on another species or entirely in a habitat for its life cycle. The obligate for this species is called the blazing star borer moth. And as it says, blazing star is the common name for this species. And what they'll actually do is really cool. So in the fall, these moths will find these plants and lay their eggs in the ground near these plants. In the spring, those eggs will hatch. They'll crawl out of the ground, and then they will find the base of these plants and bore into the plant. And then they will feed on the inside stems of these plants until they're ready to pupate and until they're ready to mature. Once they're ready to mature, they'll actually leave the plant, burrow back into the ground. They'll go through their metamorphosis and come out as a beautiful moth. Now that's pretty cute and pretty cool. Now, these moths rely entirely on blazing star species, primarily spicata. So without these plants, the moth can't go through its life cycle. So it's very important. As well as this plant has some historic uses to treat things like stomach pain. It's been used as a stimulant. Native American tribes used to use it to treat something called weak heart, and they'd use the root of the plant a lot. So really amazing plant, great for your gardens, great to include in your pollinator plantings, and great to look out for if you're restoring a prairie using natural regen, or even out just hiking. They're really gorgeous, and if you watch them for a bit, I guarantee you'll see some bees and some butterflies.